Hi everyone, welcome to week 8 of the Reboot sessions with Active Sussex. I hope you're all enjoying the weather. It is so hot out there today, so make sure you're wearing sensible clothing. So light clothing, something that you can get air into, doesn't want to be too tight, bare feet as well. Make sure you have your water nearby, as we will be taking a lot of water breaks because we don't want to get dehydrated. We're not going to do too much running around or everything. Everything's just going to be quite still and slow paced today. Okay, so to start off with, what we're going to do today is just a little game to warm up. We're then going to do a general warm up, some strength exercises, and we're just going to do some balances and stuff today to see if you can improve on them from last time if you joined in last time. Okay, so to get started, we're just going to play a game called the traffic light game. So you're just going to either jog on the spot or just run around in a little circle. When I say red, we're going to freeze on that one. So you have to stand still. If you want to make it harder, try and freeze and balance on one leg and don't move. When I say orange, you're going to balance on any body part, okay? But every time I say orange, it has to be a different body part. So for example, it can be one knee, one hand, one elbow, one knee, just your foot, okay? Try and see how creative you can be with that. And when I say green, that means go, okay? And I might change it around as we go. All right, so make sure your drink is nearby you. Just grab a quick drink to start with. Okay, find yourself a really big space. So if you don't have that much space, that's fine, okay? Just make sure you've got enough room around you just to put your arms out and balance on one leg, and you can just do jogging on the spot, okay? But if you want to run around in a circle, that's fine too. Okay, let's go. So it's just jogging around in a circle to start with. Don't go too fast, to keep it nice and slow today. Red and green. So remember, if you want to make the red harder, you can try and balance on one leg. Then if that's too easy, you can swap legs and drop the other leg. Red. Good work, well done. Green. Orange. So I'm going to balance on my bottom. See if you can stay there and hold it, no moving. And green. Okay, change direction if you're running around in a circle. Orange. So I'm on one knee and one hand. And running around again. Red. Good, green. Orange. I'm balancing on just my tummy. Legs, shoulders, and arms are off the floor. Green. And change direction. Orange. So I'm just balancing on one foot this time. Green. Red. Change direction, green. Red. Change direction, green. Orange. I'm just on my back. Green. Red. Green. Orange. See if I can balance on one knee. We'll be practicing more when balances later. Green. And stop there, okay. Well done. Hopefully that got your heart racing a little bit. Just grab yourselves a quick drink. And we'll move on to our warm-up. Okay. I think my camera's a little bit wonky. I'm just going to try and straighten it. Cool, much better. Right, so we're just going to go into our gentle stretch. Then we might do a few more extra stretches today, so we haven't done that in a few weeks. Then into our strength exercises. So again, big space around you before we start. Arms down by our sides. And we're going to start with our heads up and down to the ceiling and the floor. Okay, good. Head side to side, so going over one shoulder and then the other shoulder. Well done. Right, circling one arm backwards. And swap arms. And we're going to go both arms. Well done. Okay, one arm forwards now. And the other arm. And both forwards. Okay, just taking your arms out to the side and back into the middle. Good, well done. Okay, placing your hands on your hips, and we're just going to do some circles today. That's it. Make sure you can feel this stretching. Try and keep your legs as straight as possible. Well done. Right, we're going to lean over to the side. And stretch one arm over. Reach over as far as you can. Good, back to the middle. Hands on your hips. Lean over to the other side. And stretching that arm right over. Well done. Hands back on your hips and up to the middle. Now we're just going to do a gentle lean backwards. Lifting that chin up to the ceiling to open your shoulders. And stretch it up tall. We're just going to reach down to the floor. And hands to your toes. Put your hands through the middle of your legs. And stretch up tall. Good, now repeat that. So we're going down to the floor first. Hands to your feet. Hands through the middle. And stretch up tall. Excellent. Okay, let's place those feet together. Stretching up tall. Keeping your legs as straight as you can. Reaching down towards the floor, down towards your feet. Try and relax into that stretch as much as you can. Okay, now we're going to come down to bent legs. Just do a couple of little gentle bounces, nothing too much. Remember, if you do have any injuries or anything, then just take it easy. Don't push yourselves too hard. If anything does hurt, then make sure you stop. Just have a little rest and join back in when you can. Okay, straighten your legs again, reaching down to your toes. Okay, brilliant. Right, onto your hands and knees now. Fingers forwards, drop forwards and backwards. And fingers facing side, side to side. Fingers face your knees, rock forwards and backwards. Fingers facing each other, going side to side. Excellent. Okay, sitting back now, so your bottoms are on your feet. Hands are going forwards. Stretching, leaning forwards as much as you can. Stretching into those shoulders. And through the middle to your tummy. Sitting up nice and tall. Opening those shoulders up. Good, and sitting back again. Well done. And through to the middle. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay, this time, see if you can bend your legs, taking your heads backwards, and see if you can try and get your toes to touch your heads. Well done. Okay, good try. Okay, sitting out now, legs out into a pike. We're going to lift one leg over, and we're just going to circle that ankle round. Make sure you're moving it in both directions. Very good, well done. Right, we're going to hold onto that foot, stretch that leg out, place your hand onto your knee, and just gently pull your foot off the floor. Well done. Okay, taking the other leg over, I'm going to circle that foot round. And hold onto your foot, stretch your leg out, place your hand onto your knee, and giving that a stretch behind your leg. Very good. Okay, we're going to pull both feet off the floor this time. Well done. Excellent. Okay, right, pointed feet, sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to lean over, trying to get your chest down to your legs, or your heads down to your knees. Hands as far forwards as they can reach past your feet. Very good. Okay, bring those knees up. We're just going to drop down into a butterfly first today. Well done. Place your hands gently on your knees and press your knees down to the floor. Very good. Excellent. Okay, sitting into our straddle now. And we're going to take one arm across our body, one arm over to the side, reaching towards your foot. Try and keep both legs flat on the floor. Don't want any gaps underneath your legs. Excellent, well done. Okay, and over to the other side. Very good. Okay, this time we're going to try and get all the way down to the middle. Now, if you do find that too hard, keeping your legs straight, and just place your elbows on the floor. Really trying to push your knees into the ground. Try not to have any bent legs. We don't want any gaps underneath our knees. Okay, brilliant. Right, we're going to start with our lunges next, into a few quad stretches, and then we'll do our splits. So, front leg bent, back leg straight straightens, hands either side of your leg, and just pressing that hip down to the floor. Okay, bend that back leg, straighten your front leg, and reach forwards over your leg. Excellent. Okay, up we come, and we're just going to open that hip now and stretch down our quad. Make sure your front leg is bent and your foot's at a good enough angle in front of you so you're not toppling over. Okay, well done. Right, swap legs. So starting in the first position, which is our lunge, back leg straightens, front leg is bent, and pressing that hip down to the floor. And sitting back on that leg, reaching forwards over your front leg. Well done. Okay, up we come. So pressing that hip down to the floor, front leg's bent again, feeling that stretch right down your quad and through your groin. Okay, brilliant. Right, into our side lunges now. So both heels are placed on the floor for this one. With our straight leg that's out to the side, the knee needs to be pointing up to the ceiling. And as well with your bent leg, try and keep that facing up as much as possible. And over to the other side. Try and make sure your foot's nice and pointed as well. And to the other side. Now this time we're going to flex our foot. Ooh. So our toes are facing up to the ceiling. Well done, and swap to the other side. Brilliant, well done. Okay, so going into our splits then. So, same as always, starting with bent legs. Place one leg in front, nice and straight. Hands are going to go either side of that. And you're just going to slide down into splits as far as you can go. I'm going to hold that there. Excellent, well done. Really try and relax in. Last few seconds. Good. Okay, out you come. And we're going to swap legs now. So place the other leg in front, hands either side, and sliding down into our split. Well done. When you do your splits, always try and just keep looking forwards. Try not to look behind you as it will make you twist. Very good. Right, okay, into our box splits now. So you're going to stretch both legs out to the side, like this, and slide down as far as you can go. I'm just going to bend my knees, just to take the pressure off my knee joint. Let gravity pull those hips down into the floor. Well done. Good, okay. Right, we're going to go into a shoulder stretch now. So with this one, we're going to try and make right angles. So we're going to have a straight line and then over with our elbow joint. So fingers are going to face bottoms. Bottoms move further away. I'm just going to press into those shoulders. Bending your arms. Feel that right in your shoulder joint. And we're going to turn our hands facing backwards now and just walk our fingers down. Don't press into this too much. You might really hurt your shoulders, just keep it nice and steady. Good. Okay, well done. Right, we're just going to do a few hip flexor and quad stretches, then we will grab ourselves a drink, okay? So with this one, we're going to call this one the 90-90. So our front leg is going to be bent at a right angle, same as our back leg, okay? And you're just going to gently lean forwards over your front leg. You should feel the stretch on the outside of your hip and down your leg slightly. Okay, and swapping sides. Gently pressing in. Excellent, well done. Right, we'll just do that one more time. So back to your first side. Gently pressing down. And the other side. Okay, just a couple of quad exercises. So for the first one, we're going to lay on our tummy. You're going to bend your back leg up behind you, keeping your hip flat into the floor, like this. You should feel that stretch all up your quad, making sure you are completely flat to the floor. You don't want any gaps with your hips up because you won't feel any benefit. Okay, swap legs. Good, well done. A few more seconds. Okay, well done. Right, I'm just going to grab something just to help for the next one. So for this one, you need an edge where you can place your back leg. So it could be anything like a sofa or a chair or something. Your knee is going to be placing on the floor. If you don't have a carpet, you might need a cushion or something just to protect your knee slightly. I'll move this back a little bit so you can see. Okay, so for this one, you're going to place your back leg up against your surface, whether it's your chair or a sofa or a wall or anything like that. And we're just going to bend our front leg, pulling up nice and tall. Try not to lean at all at this point. And then you can lean forwards into it. That's it. Try not to lean and arch your back. Try and pull up in your middle when you're doing that one. Okay, good. Let's swap legs. So, other back leg on. I'm going to start up nice and tall first. Making sure your hip is open. Try not to have your bottom stuck out backwards. Make sure you can feel a stretch. Pulling up nice and tall. Okay, and take your front leg out. Just increase that stretch. With your back leg, try and make sure it's in a straight line. You don't want it facing the sides. Okay, brilliant. Good, right, I'm just going to put that to the side. So I'm just going to take a quick minute out, grab yourselves a drink, try and cool down slightly. Okay. Right, so bring yourselves back into your spaces and we will just do a few strength exercises before doing some balances today. Okay, so we're going to go back to the dice conditioning. So I have got a few exercises, it'll probably just be 5 exercises or so today. I don't want to get too warm. And I've got my dice here, which has different numbers on it. And this will be telling us how many of each exercise we will be doing. Okay, so the first exercise we are going to do is going to be press-ups, okay? So I'm going to roll the dice, see what it lands on. It's landed on the floor. So if you have been doing your press-ups on your knees, because we have only got such a small number, you're going to try and do them on your feet today. But if that is too difficult, then just go on your knees, just make sure you get those reps done, okay? We ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work, okay, well done. 4 more exercises left to go. So the next one we're going to do is going to be squat jumps. So we're going to be doing our squat first, and then as soon as we stand up, we're going to push and jump out of the floor, back down to our squat. Okay? So we have got to do 8 of those ones. Okay? Are we ready? So we're going to go squat 1, 2, 3, 4. Use those arms. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work, well done. Okay, for the next one, we're going to do an exercise called a Russian twist, which are for our abs. So, you are going to be sitting with your legs bent, have your fingers clasped together, and you're going to twist across and put your elbow onto the floor each side. Okay? So we have got to do 10 of those ones. Now, to make this one a little bit harder if you want to, you can have something in your hands that acts like a weight, whether it be your drinks bottle with water in it, or if you have like a small weight or something, that's fine. So 10 of these, hands together, and we're going to touch your elbow to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. 2 more exercises left. Next one we're going to do ankle raises. So feet are going to be together, hands on our hips, and we're going to lift up and down, keeping your feet squeezed together. Try not to let your ankles come out to the side. So we've got 4 of those ones, okay. So to make that one a bit harder, we're going to do 4 with our feet together. Then you're going to try and balance and do 4 on one leg, and then 4 on the other leg. With that one, if you do feel like you're wobbling everywhere, then you won't be getting the right benefit of the exercise. So you can hold onto something to keep your balance doing the one leg one if you need to. Try not to lean over though, you need something at a bigger height, okay? So feet together first, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, okay. And try and just balance on one leg, and go on 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, swap legs. Try and go as high as you can up on your toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, okay, good. Right, one exercise left to do. This time we will do sit-ups. So for our sit-ups we've got to do 5. God, we've had some low numbers today. Okay, so we're going to do full sit-ups, keeping your feet flat on the floor. If you need someone to assist you, or place your feet under a sofa or a chair or something, just to help you, that's fine. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5, down we go. Okay, good work everybody. Right, grab yourselves another quick drink, and then we will start with our balances. Okay, so make sure you've got enough space around you again. Now for this one, you might need something just to help you balance, so just something to hold your hands on just to assist you, okay? So I'm going to be doing different balances, and then you're going to try, if you need to make them harder. So we're going to talk about ways to make them more difficult, okay? So the first exercise we're going to do is just balancing on one leg. So arms out to the side while you balance, as that will help you keep your stability. So if you look at my arms, when you do it, you're going to keep them really, really tight and stretched. If they're floppy, you might wobble. If they're wonky, you'll fall over to one side. So you need to keep them out to the side and just press back slightly, just to help you balance, okay? So the first exercise we're going to do, one leg balance with our leg to the front. Now, the easiest version of this is with your leg bent, okay? So have a think of ways that you can try and make that harder. Now with your balances, you're aiming to balance for 3 to 5 seconds for it to be a good balance, okay? So if you're not managing the 3 seconds, try and hold on to something just to help you stay there and balance. Okay, so a way to make that one harder is to do it with a straight leg and balance, okay? And an even harder way is to lift it up as high as you possibly can. Now, when you're doing this balance, make sure your bottom leg stays straight, okay? You don't want to be balancing on a bent leg. Okay, good. So the next one we're going to do, one leg balance again. We're just going to take our leg to the side. So you're just going to lift up and hold with your leg to the side. Okay, well done. So, to make this exercise harder, you can try and place your knee onto your free leg, and then try and balance on one leg with that leg out to the side. Or, you can do something called a Y scale. I'm going to use this to help me balance. Pause a little bit. So, you're going to place your hand underneath your foot, and you're then going to stretch your leg up and out to the side. And then see if you can take your hand off to balance in that position, okay? If you can't balance like I could, and then keep your hand on something. Okay, if that's too difficult, you could just try that one if you like, and keep your leg lower, or you can pull it up as far as it will go. Okay, again, making sure that bottom leg is straight. Good, well done. Okay, next balance we're going to do is something called an arabesque. So we're going to point one foot out to the side, arms out to the side, the back, sorry, arms out to the side, and you're going to lift that leg to the back. Okay, now to make this one more difficult, try and see how high you can get your leg muscles, and try and balance with your leg up. Okay, give you just another few seconds just to practice those ones. Well done, very good. Okay, so we're just going to go into a few gymnastic shapes, so things like front supports and back supports, as these are all very important in gymnastics, as we use these throughout skills on all apparatus. Okay, so first one we're going to do a front support shape, so making sure your hips are nice and flat, shoulders are forwards over your fingers and your hands, but not too far so you're leaning, just so you're on balance. Try not to let your tummy sit, and keep it up nice and tight. Okay, have a think of how you can make that exercise a little bit harder as well. What can you do to make that more difficult to balance, do you think? Okay, right, I'm going to help you out. So, in your front support position, you can try and balance with one leg off the floor, and then you can swap legs as well. You can also try and do it so you lift one arm off the floor, so balancing just on one arm. If you still find that easy, you can try and do it so you do one arm and one leg, but make sure you do opposite. So, if you lift your right arm, you're going to lift your left leg. If you lift your left arm, you lift your right leg, okay? One more way of making this a bit more difficult is placing your feet maybe up on a wall, so you have got most of the support through your arms. So I'll just show you using this stool. I'll place my feet up on the stool, and I'm balancing in that position there. Okay? Very good. Right, we're just going to reverse that now, so we're going to be doing a reverse press-up shape. So, when you do that one, you want your fingertips to face your bottoms, your legs out as long and straight as you can, and we're going to be lifting our hip all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, again, trying to balance there, 3 to 5 seconds. Make sure you hold it as high as you can without any movement. It's the same as the front support with that one. You can try and lift one leg off the floor, and then try the other leg. You probably won't be able to lift one hand off the floor, that would be too difficult. But with that leg that's coming up off the floor, see how high you can lift it by keeping that hip up nice and high too. Again, you can always lift your feet up onto something. I mean, this stool that I've got here is probably too high, but I'll give it a go. So you're going to lift up and balance like that. You'll probably be better off using a chair or a sofa or something. That's too high. Okay, just a minute more or so just to practice those balances in your front support shapes or your reverse press-up shape. I'll just do a few more balances. Okay. Good, right, so the next balance we are going to do is something called a shoulder stand. So, you're going to be laying on your back for this one, and we're going to be lifting our legs all the way up to the ceiling, and we're going to place our hands on our hips with our elbows on the floor. So it's like that. So you're going to push up as tall as you can, making sure you're as flat as possible, try not to pike, and you're on your elbows in, and your hands on your hips. Try not to with your elbows out as you might struggle to balance. Okay, so you're just going to hold that one again, 3 to 5 seconds with no movement. And if you feel like that's too easy, keep your hands flat on the floor, and balance them up here, like this. Okay, well done. Good work. Just a few more minutes just to practice that. Or you can go back to your one leg balances as well. And then we'll just do a couple more just to finish off on. Okay, well done. Good. So the next one we are going to do is something called a T balance. So you're going to place one leg out to the side, one arm is going to go onto that leg, the other arm lifts up, and we're going to lean across so you look like the letter T. And you try and balance and hold that one there. Okay, how long can you hold that one for? Making sure you're still as possible and you can lay as flat as you can to look like a capital letter T, keeping that other arm onto your leg nice and tight. Okay, so go up, and then lift over and hold 1, 2, 3, and then come down. Excellent, okay. But a way to make these more difficult as well, going back to our previous ones that we did at the beginning, on one leg, so arms out to the side, you can lift your leg to the front, can you move it to the side and the back, and then back around again without falling over? If so, how many times can you do that just on that one leg? So front, side, back, side, front, that's 1. And how many times can you go through those stages without wobbling? And then make sure you do it on the other leg as well. See if you can do it as well on that leg, or does that leg need a little bit more of an improvement? Okay, well done. Right, just a couple more shapes to do. We're just going to practice our dish hold. So, to make this one a little bit easier, you can do it with bent legs. So you're in this position. So your legs are bent, shoulders are off the floor, just balancing on your backs. Okay? To make that one a bit easier, you're going to stretch your legs out. So you're here in a dish shape and balancing. Okay? Again, holding for 3 to 5 seconds on those ones. Just have a couple of tries of that. We have done that on other weeks in some condition exercises too. Okay? And the last one we're going to do is going to be an arch shape. So you can either have your hands on your back for this one, and you're going to lift up, balancing just on your tummies. So your legs are lifted off the floor, and your shoulders are too. When you do this one, keep your legs as long as straight as possible, and try and squeeze them together. Now to make this one a little bit harder, stretch your arms up as well, and you're going to lift up. Okay? Now with this exercise as well, you can try and combine the two exercises together. So you can go through a dish shape, lift your arms up and roll over into an arch shape. And then you go back into a dish shape and balance like that. So that's called a dish rolled arch. Okay, and you can see how many times you can do that. You can either put a timer on yourselves or just see how many you can do without stopping. Okay, right, we're nearly at the end of the session, so just grab yourselves a quick drink. Just going to do a few gentle exercises to stretch out. So we're going to clasp our fingers together at the back. I'm just going to lift your arms up behind you. Stretching those shoulders and arms out. Okay, and release it. Grab them at the front. Pull them forwards, making a round shape in your back. Just stretching your back out. Swing your arms around a little bit. Okay, good. So you can either do this next one with your feet together or apart. We're just going to start up tall, and we're just going to drop down to the floor. Just stretching up those hamstrings again. Well done. Okay, just give everything a shake. Excellent, well done. Right, I hope you enjoyed this week as well. We only have 2 more weeks left, okay? So make sure you join me for the next 2 weeks. Remember, on the last week, we will be doing our challenges again like we did on week 5, okay? We've got 1 more week before that, so I will see you all again next Wednesday at 3 o'clock for a new gymnastics session. Remember to give all the other activities a try. There's some really great stuff, okay? You can have a look on the Active Sussex website, and there are links to everyone's YouTube pages to give loads of different other sports a try. Okay, well done everybody, great work, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Bye.